Year 10 Polynomial Exam Practice Question 14. The function of x is equal to 6x squared plus x plus 7, where x is all real numbers, or could be all real numbers. So x is a real number. The remainder when function of x is divided by x minus a is the same as that when f of x is divided by, in brackets, x plus 2a, where a is a non-zero constant. So we know that the remainder is going to be the same when we divide with both of these. That gives us a hint. So let's have a look. If I've got x minus a and it needs to equal 0, then x must be a. So I'm going to do function, and I'm going to substitute a in wherever I have a x. So for instance, I've got 6x squared, so this will be 6a squared, plus a plus 7. And this will give me a remainder. The next thing I look at is the other side. And it says that if I'm dividing by x plus 2a, where a is a non-zero constant. So, again, I'm going to do the same, where I know that I have x plus 2a, and that is going to be equal to 0. So the first thing I would have done is worked out what a is, which a has to be negative 2a, because I would have taken 2a to the other side. So I'm just going to put that into my function now. Function of x when x is negative 2a. So let's rewrite this. So this is saying now 6 times x is negative 2a squared plus negative 2a plus 7. I'm able to simplify this down. So because that shows me that the squared applies to everything inside the bracket. So negative 2 squared, well, negative 2 times negative 2 is 4. A times a is a squared. 6 times 4 is 6, 12, 18, 24. So I can rub that out, and I'll change that to 24a squared. Then I've got the next part where it says I am adding a negative, so I'm taking away 2a, and I have plus 7. Now we know that these are both going to have the same as remainder, which means these are both equal to each other. So I'm going to rewrite it as one question now. So I've got 6a squared plus a plus 7 is equal to 24a squared minus 2a plus 7. The main thing that we need to worry about now is we need to get everything onto one side, because that means it's going to equal to 0, and it's going to make it easier. So straight away here, I'm just going to want this side 0, so I'm going to take away 6a squared plus a plus 7 from both sides. If I take 6a squared away from this side, I take it away from this side, which means I'm going 24a squared, take away 6, which gives me 18a squared. If I'm taking away the a, it's got negative 2a, take away a is negative 3a. And if I take away 7, it cancels out. So I'm left with 18a squared minus 3a is equal to 0. Now the first thing I'm going to do is I am going to look at the common factor here. I have a common factor of 3a. So 18 divided by 3 equals 6. So 18a squared divided by 3a is 6a. And 3a divided by 3a is 1. And we've got, it's negative there, so I've got negative 1. Okay. So now we are left with 3a outside, and then on the inside of the bracket we've got 6a minus 1. So the final step that we need to do now is think. To get 3a to be 0, if this is 0, then the whole thing will be 0. So it says to get 3a to equal 0, we divide it by 3. So a here must equal 0. 0 divided by 3 is, well, 0. Then we've got the next equation, which is 6a minus 1 must equal 0. First thing we do is we plus 1 to both sides. Second, we divide by 6. And we get a is 1/6. If you look at the question, it says where a is non-zero constant. So it can't be this answer. So we are left with one answer, which is a is 1/6.